Hello, and welcome to this late afternoon taste challenge. We have two blended whiskeys, American blended whiskeys. So let's see. Let me go in the right order. This is Calvert Extra. Calvert Extra. Introduced in 1963, this is a bottle from the 1991 to 2015 era. And what I mean by that is during those years, this was owned by the Beam Company. It was started by the Joseph Seagram's Company in 1963. Seagram sold this to Calvert. They sold Calvert to Jim Beam Company in 91, and they turned around and sold it to Luxco. So if you get one today, it will say bottled in Missouri. Now it might say from the Calvert Company, but there is no such company. It's Luxco, and they've had it for the last 8 years. Okay, so and if you buy one today, it's a 70-30 blend. This is blended, but there's no commodity statement. The commodity statement is showing what is the ratio of grain neutral spirits to straight whiskey. You must put a commodity statement. That is a required labeling feature. Okay, you cannot overlook it. So if it doesn't have a commodity statement, that means it's all pure whiskey. Now, no, I didn't say it was good whiskey. I said it was pure whiskey. Michael Hill says, "Good day, everyone. Good day to you, Michael." Now, did this cost me a lot? No, I bought it about a month ago. No, it was probably 6 weeks ago. I bought this at International Market in Metairie, Louisiana. Kind of a hard to find place if you don't know where it is, but guess what? Internet technology, you could find it. But my daughter used to tell me about this place. She's like, "It's amazing," and I went in there and I said to myself, she's right, it's amazing. This was a horrible looking bottle. It was caked with dust. It was full of grime. No one would buy it, obviously. I don't know how it even wound up in there because it wasn't with the other whiskeys. But I said, "Look at this thing here." I brought it to the counter. I said, "What's the price?" She rang it up. Came up. It was in the system, $8.99. I said, "I'll take it." $9.99. I probably would have bought it. Above that, I would not have bought it. So $8.99. I bought it. How old is the bottle? I do not know. I know it's not older than 91, and it's no later than 2015. My best guess is that it's from 1995, okay? Because it has a 95 on the back of the bottle. But I'm not sure. But anyway, there's obviously no website for it because it was sold off to a different company years ago. There's a website for Calvert whiskey, but it is not related. It is not the same as this product. Just has the same name. Okay, it's a different formula, so don't even bother looking at it because it's not the same name, the same company. All right, so that's that. Now here's an even odder product. Four Queens. Don't know why they're using Four Queens playing cards on the label. I could not find out when this was introduced. I tried, believe me. It is 80-20. 80% grain neutral spirits, 20% straight whiskey. It's aged 3 years. It's aged 3 years. But unlike most American blended whiskeys that are at 80 proof, this one is kept at 101 proof. 101, just like Wild Turkey. But unlike Wild Turkey, this was $11.99. And you're not going to get a bottle of Wild Turkey for $11.99. Okay, it's going to cost you, maybe $21.99. Okay, it's from a company called Laird Company. Let Let me clean the bottle off. Michael Hill says, good day, everyone. Olive Fire says, wondrous whiskey, right? It's got some French slogan up here. I think it means you and us, you with us. But anyway, who sells this? I know that Martin Fine Wine and Spirit sells it. I don't know if anybody else sells it. Don't recall seeing it anywhere else. Maybe, no, I'm not even going to name them because I don't think, see if it'll focus again. Oh, well, I showed it already. I don't want to wait. Okay, so at 101 proof, I doubt I'm going to mix them up. You know, like I don't think I'm going to confuse a 101 to an 80. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely. Laird. They say on the website that this is very popularly used in Eastern Pennsylvania for the Christmas, New Year season to make a concoction called Boilo. Now, Wayne, one of my viewers who sends me beer sometimes, and I really appreciate it. And he has his own channel now, Bucks County Beer Reviews. But Wayne, you might know about this Boilo thing. Now, I paid $11.99. In Pennsylvania, maybe it's $9.99. But they got to ship it down here, so. This was $8.99. Ran across a new bourbon today, and I called my friend David. I said, I got a bourbon alert. And he was like, oh, yeah, I saw that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, they both amber. The appearance not much different one from the other, honestly. So he said, oh, yeah. He had to go to work today. I was off today. But he said he was getting ready to go to work. He said, we reviewed Stedman's, didn't we? I said, yeah, and I gave you 375 milliliters of it. He was saying, yeah, stuff was pretty good. I said, but this is the new Stedman's. Then he was saying, isn't it in a plastic bottle? I said, plastic? I said, no, it's in glass. 750s and the handles with the real handle mount. I said, no, I examined the bottle carefully at Walmart this morning. The 750s were $9.98, cheap for straight bourbon, right? $9.98. And the handle, it had two price tags, $19.49 and $23.99. I'm like, well, how can it be priced? It was in two separate spots. So how can they have two different prices? I said, somebody screwed up. But I got so much bourbon in the other room. I'm not buying it. I got too much now. But I was telling him about it. I said, no, this is a new Stedman Select. It's called Stedman Select 1792 Distillery. And he likes to buy a lot of 1792 bourbon. Barton 1792. It's kind of expensive, but he buys it. And I said, no, this is produced at 1792 Distillery. And he said, do you think they put that on there as a marketing thing? I said, well, yeah, it's got that distillery has a name. And it's the same company anyway. Sazerac owns 1792 Distillery. I said the old labels said IWA Distilling, which is still Kentucky. So I said, and the new one is 45% alcohol. The old one is 86 proof, which you could probably still find. But so it's a new Stedman Select, 90 proof. It's called Stedman Select 1792 Distillery. aged 3 years, sour mash bourbon whiskey. And if you can get a bottle of straight bourbon, oh my hair! If you can get a bottle of straight bourbon whiskey for $9.98, brand new bottle, you got it going on. All right, and it's probably pretty good, but I've never tried. He took a risk and bought the regular size bottle and said he was going to try it today or tomorrow, whenever. I said it might be. It's probably going to be good. You know, Sazerac, they make good stuff. Here we go with this challenge. Wayne says, Whiskey Wayne should be my name. Just kidding. Well, if you want to be Whiskey Wayne, that's cool with me. But what if you drink brandy? Can you be Brandy Wayne? All right. Okay, all right. I had an ordeal trying to eat that Chinese food today, but I won't go into that story. But it was like chaos, you know. Stanley says, haha, good one. Anna says, Jay. That's right. Hey there, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Yep, but tonight is Louisiana Whiskey Taste Challenges. Okay, enough of this fooling around. Let's go to it. Let's get to it. New Jersey whiskey versus Kentucky whiskey. Well, that's not really accurate. It's just whiskey bottled in New Jersey versus whiskey bottled in Kentucky. They could be coming from any state. They're just simply a blended whiskey. They're not specific to any state. So forget that. Brandy Wayne sounds interesting. Yeah. You could try E&J brandy, Paul Masson brandy. You could try Christian Brothers brandy, Hartley brandy. Those are your like 4 common ones, or at least around here. I'm very happy to be here with you, Ron, and she's sending hearts. That's very nice. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, it smells like that cherry wood again. This does not smell like the cherry wood. This smells like just corn whiskey. Strong corn whiskey. So on aroma, I think that is the Calvert Extra, the old Calvert Extra, not the current one. You're drinking a Kentucky Stout. That's a good choice. In this one, Maple Barrel. Good choice. This one is the 101. That's my estimate from aroma. Calvert Extra, Four Queens 101. But it is a taste challenge, so we're going to taste them. I ended up going to Five Happiness on Carrollton Avenue in New Orleans. And I bought some Mandarin chicken, huge pieces, good food, but they only gave you a fork, so it's hard eating it. Kind of hard eating the rice with a fork. But it was good. It wasn't too expensive. You know, typical. The place I went. All right, I won't go into it. But if you ever want to go to Five Happiness, good place, good for a date. If you're going on a dinner, good lunch, nice place, clean, neat, orderly, upscale. You know, to an extent, Chinese restaurant. But yeah, where's David? I couldn't tell you. Doing something, yeah, out and about, I'm sure. Yeah, Diamond Dave, where you at? It's just got this cherry wood. I mean, is it possible? I keep saying it on this Calvert Extra. Could they be using whiskey aged in cherry wood? I mean, it's possible. The restaurant was excellent, but it's unlikely. I don't know why it has that flavor, but now, can blended whiskey have flavorings added? Sure. Do they have to tell you that? No. Can they add coloring? Yes. Do they have to disclose that? No. They only have to disclose the ratio if they're using grain spirits. That's called a commodity statement. If they don't put the commodity statement, then it's 100% whiskey all around. Well, obviously 100% would be all around, right? Okay, we get it. All right. The flavor follows the smell. The aroma was corn whiskey, and the flavor is corn whiskey. Get some oak barrel, but it's a whole lot of corn coming through. It's just strong corn whiskey. Does it taste like Wild Turkey 101? Well, no, because Wild Turkey 101 is what? Extra age. It's at least 4 years, probably more like 7 years. I think the company says 4 to, what do they say on that website? 5 to 9 years. Well, I mean, it's something, you know what I mean? It's extra, but it's not 12 years. But like I said, about 7. And it's got that deep char, like Wild Turkey got a whole lot of charred oak. This one doesn't. It has a little oakiness, but not a whole lot of it. For an $11.99 ethanol, $11.99 ethanol flavored 101 whiskey, is it worth it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's worth it. But I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay more than that. Maybe, guess $12.99, and on the extreme, $13.99. But I mean, I jumped on it because it's $11.99. If I'd have seen it for $13.99, I'd just kept walking, you know. But so I bought it. Yeah, it's an interesting product. It's not exactly overwhelmingly interesting, but it's interesting. Got a peculiar looking label. I know it's been around for decades. It might have been around 80 years, but they won't. You know, they don't say. I don't think the company knows. I think they bought it from somebody. Wayne says, Isle of Fire says, I wouldn't want to drink it without the ethanol. Well, wouldn't be alcohol then. Just be corn malt. So they sell those at those Hispanic place of maltas. Which I've never bought. Ethyl alcohol, grain alcohol, drinking alcohol, right? Well, they're talking back and forth. I think the Calvert is better. It's got more flavor, got more character, got that cherry note. It's just a better product. You say, well, Beam, it is from the Beam Company. Everybody knows about Jim Beam. Who knows about Laird and Company besides Laird's Applejack? I guess not too many people know about them. A lot of people know about Laird's Applejack. That's an apple brandy, which I've never tried, but it's so famous. I don't think we get a single Laird's product in this whole parish where I live. But it's mostly a rural parish, so if you go into the urban areas, suburban and urban areas, then you could find some Laird's products. You know, if you went to New Jersey or Pennsylvania, I'm sure in every liquor store, and a whole abundance of them. Yeah, Calvert just has more character. It has more everything. I think a 101 has more body because after all, it's stronger 101. Um, 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 I'm going to call it 101. I got it. I told you I wouldn't get it wrong. Now, what other products does this company make? Just for a quick look. Our family of products. They don't let you do screen share on Google. I would show you, but I can't. They do Laird's 10th generation apple brandy, bottled and bond. Well, you know that's not going to be 11.99, maybe 57.99. Laird's apple brandy, single cast selection. Well, you know that's going to cost a fortune. 12-year-old rare apple brandy. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot. Jersey Lightning apple brandy. Old apple brandy, 7.5. Straight Applejack, 86. Straight apple brandy, bottled and bond. Blended Applejack, old fashioned, ready to drink. I mean, so they got anything you could think of on the apple brandy. They got an orchard in Virginia where they raise their apples. They grow them. I guess they raise them like little children. They grow them. So all the apples. I mean, I'd try it. Why not? Heck. Sandy K. Well, K. They pronounce it Key. Sandy Key. West Indies rum with natural coconut flavoring. Never heard of it. Probably all right. G&W private stock bourbon, 5-year age. Never had it, but I did buy the Gooderheim and Wirtz, G&W Gooderheim and Wirtz regular bourbon. Laird's Finish Series. What the barrel finish series? What the heck is that? Triple distilled Irish whiskey, Kentucky bourbon whiskey, and straight corn whiskey. Oh, and they're aging them in brandy barrels, apple brandy barrels. Okay, yeah, all the companies do that these days. They're taking Irish whiskey, Kentucky bourbon whiskey, and straight corn whiskey and age them in apple brandy barrels. They all do that. Da Vinci Amaretto, Barrister's blended Scotch. Never had it. Maple Pecan Gold. I've seen that one. Now I've seen the Maple Pecan Gold flavored whiskey. Maple syrup pecans. I saw that at Savannah Discount, but I didn't buy it. Can't buy everything. 5-star whiskey. No. Canadian Gold. I have a bottle. William Penn blended. I'd buy it if I saw it. Zapata tequila. Contract distilled, obviously. Peachka, peach flavored vodka, Peachka. Gooderheim and Wirtz, private stock bourbon. I got a bottle on my shelf. Four Queens got that. Bankers Club Bourbon Reserve. Oh, I can get it at Total Wine. Bankers Club, I can get a lot of that stuff at Total Wine. Senators Club, hadn't seen that stuff. 5 o'clock, haven't seen it. Then they got a lot of imported spirits, imported wines from France, Spain, Chile, American wines. Okay, well, we can't go through. All right. But anyway, you get the picture. They have a big portfolio. Now, if anybody wants to see what I bought today, I'll show you. But otherwise, Burley Sullivan says, to you, Burley. All right. So the winner is Calvert Extra. It has more flavor and it has better flavor, even though it's only 80 proof. So can an 80 proof whiskey beat a 101 whiskey? Yes, it just happened. And it was a blind taste test, so obviously I didn't cheat. Oh, you want me to show you? Okay. I'll show you before I get off this. Got baseball coming. Woo! Woo! People say, he's a busy man. Yeah, I'm a busy man. Which people say, I do too many taste challenges. Only people that, hey, look, my whole family says that the only person that'll hang out with me is my old granddad. All right. Get it? Okay, anyway, that's the only one that'll hang out with me is my old granddad. And my cousins, Johnny, Black and Red. But you remember that. People can say whatever they want and always will, anyways. Ha ha ha. Right. Ha ha ha. So I bought this today at Savannah Discount. At Savannah Discount. I wanted to get it at Total Wine and More, and they did not have it. They were like, we haven't had this for 2 years. I'm like, you. And they had it for Total Wine was supposed to sell this for $14.99. Well, I'm glad I didn't buy it at Total Wine because I got it at the international market for 50 cents cheaper. $14.49. Imported, obviously, it's from Canada. Potter's Crown blended whiskey. That is the most funky looking thing. Look at this label here. And this has been on the market since 1961. I did the research. I think it's 1961. I'm not kidding. Potter's Crown. When you drink this and you die, they put you in a potter's field. Okay. A rare blend. A rare blend of Canadian whiskey. Age a minimum of 36 months, 3 years. Well, that's a loss. So 40% alcohol. Imported and bottled by Potter's Brands, Fairfield, California. I can almost guarantee you there's no such company as Potter's Brands. But there's probably an import company in Fairfield, California, but they're using some kind of, alias name. There's the crown for King Charles III, King of Canada. Something tells me that if you go to a meeting of the Canadian Privy Council, they are not sipping on Potter's Crown. Just saying. Okay, so that's what I bought. Is it good? I don't know. Is it terrible? I doubt it. Is it common? No. Is it well known? No. Does it exist? Obviously, I've got it in my hand. And they make Potter's Crown vodka, Potter's Crown gin, Potter's Crown brandy. And look, here's what I bought at Star Liquor Store. It's really a gas station, but it's Star Liquor Store, convenience store. They don't just sell liquor, they sell beer, they sell wine, they sell boudin and other food items. But this is Carol Ann's peanut butter Irish cream liqueur. Well, something tells me that this is going to be yummy out the fridge, cold, and in coffee. Oh yeah, this was $11.99. They went to ring it up. They want to ring up, but then they looked it up and it was $11.99. I knew it was $11.99. They got Carol Ann's, the original, which was super delicious. They got Carol Ann's cold brew made with coffee. You know that's going to be good. They got Carol Ann's peanut butter, which I got right here. And there was a fourth one, Carol Ann's salted caramel. Boy, doesn't that sound good? Salted caramel. But I didn't buy it because, I can't buy everything. But next month, maybe I'll buy the cold brew or the salted caramel. And then in November, I can buy the one or the other, the cold brew and the salted caramel. Ooh, yummy. Woo. So that was a great purchase today. Two great purchases. Can I please have your rating on Centennial IPA by Founders? Oh, A. It's an A. It's most excellent. It's a single hop, but it's good. Oh yeah, it's Centennial hop. Yeah, I wish I could get it again. All right, it is taste. Well, I don't know if these are tasty. I know that I know that peanut butter is going to be tasty because Carolyn's they got high quality controls. I think it's from Irish distillers. You know, the same people that make Jameson. I'm pretty sure that's who this is. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Not really, but kind of matters. All right, you're welcome, and thank y'all for watching. And y'all take care, and let's go watch some baseball now.